Hey, what's up guys? So today is a hip opening flow, and in my opinion this is probably one of the most important flows of your whole program, because if you want to scramble like Yanni and scramble like Kyle Dake and be able to wrestle from those positions where your legs are almost in a full splits, scissor splits, whatever, or whether you're doing, whether you're whizzering down on someone and you're opening up your hips, no matter what, in those situations, a lot of times is what we do is we lose our breath. So what we're going to do today is learn how to build functionality in those positions along with building that breath to stay comfortable. So when you're ready and you're nice and warmed up, I'll meet you on the mat. We're going to need 2 blocks and a blanket today. Today we're going to start in child pose. So let's bring the knees about 3 to 4 inches apart and just sit down all the way onto the heels and drop down to that child pose, just finding 2 breaths here. So you got that heat build up, you just warmed up. Using that heat, just falling deep into your hips here, finding relaxation, let an exhale out. Active fingers, active hands. On an inhale, we're going to come up into a seal, drop the hips down, look up. Repeat that motion. Exhale, send the hips back into child pose. Inhale, come up. So we're lubricating the hips right now, getting the blood flow going. Exhale as you send back. We're going to do 2 more of these. Inhale, open up the hips, open up the heart. Exhale, send the hips back, crease in. One last one, just getting the blood flow going, getting the hips warmed up. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. This time, let's curl in the toes underneath and exhale into a down dog. Wonderful, pedaling out the feet here, shaking the hips, maybe that feels good, whatever you need to do. Remembering today is a hip flow, so we're going to be opening up the hips, we're going to be learning how to full split, we're going to be learning how to get in those positions anyway, even if you're not that flexible already. So let's find one more breath here, find a still down dog, let the head dangle. And on an inhale, let's send the right foot straight up in the air, sending the heel high. Exhale, curl the knee into the nose. Let's step the foot down. Squeeze the feet together, inhaling into a lunge. Let's exhale into a warrior 2, so you're opening up to the left side. Flip the right hand, inhale, let's reverse the warrior, reach high with the right hand. And then exhale into a side angle pose. So your right elbow meets your right knee. So we're reaching far with the left hand here, breathing, inhaling. On your exhale, let's drop the left hand down, pivot the left foot, inhaling the right hand up into a twisted lunge. Exhale here, keep the hips engaged. Your feet are squeezing towards one another. Inhale, reach a little bit higher with the right hand. And then exhale, right hand comes down. We're going to drop the knee down into a pigeon. Squaring the hips to the front. Lift up the heart. So if you feel good here, curl in the back toes, the back left toes. Pick up the left knee. Feel the hip engagement. Squeeze the hip down to the foot. So right here, this isn't a scrambling position yet, but we are in this position sometimes when someone has our legs. So let's maybe pick up the hands here. We've done these before. Let's exhale, forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward, keeping the hips engaged. Inhale, up, steady breath. One more, exhale, forward. Stay here. Squeeze the hips together. Maybe reaching the arms out if you want to challenge yourself. For one more inhale. Exhale, forward. Relax the hips. Just one breath here. Let the left hip drop to the ground. Find your last exhale. As you inhale, we're coming up. Lift up the heart. Exhale, tuck the knee into the chest. Inhale, send the right foot all the way back up. And then exhale, drop it down, down dog. On your next inhale, bring the left foot up this time. Exhale, curl the knee into the nose, step the foot down, squeeze the feet together, grip the hips, and then inhale into a lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip the left hand. Let's inhale, reverse it, reach high with the left hand. And then exhale, left elbow, left knee, side angle pose. Reach far with the right hand. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the right hand down, pivot the right foot. Inhale, the left hand comes up. One breath here, squeeze the hips together, squeeze your feet together. Finding one more inhale, reaching high with the left hand. Exhale, left hand comes down. Again, drop the left knee down into pigeon. Curling the right toes this time. Pick up the right knee. We're doing the same thing as last time. Pick up the heart. Hands to heart center. Exhale, foot forward. Inhale up. Stay strong in the hips. Pull here. Exhale forward. We're still warming up the body for the hard stuff. Inhale up. One more. This time exhale forward. Stay here. Reach the arms out. 2 breaths. Squeezing the left knee down. Squeezing the right foot down. One more inhale. Exhale, foot forward, relax. Just for 1 breath though. Let that right hip sink down to the ground. Relaxing the hips, finding an exhale. On your next inhale, just like before, pick up the heart, looking forward. Exhale, curl the knee into the heart. Inhale, send the foot all the way up. Exhale, drop the foot down, down dog, pedal out the feet. Shake the hips left and right. Feel that little bit of openness you already get in yourself. Shaking it out. Find 1 breath here in a still down dog, breathing. And on your next inhale, bring the right foot all the way up. Exhale, curl into the nose, step it down in between the hands, inhaling into your lunge. This time, exhale, twist. Yeah, keep the hips engaged. Inhale, reverse the warrior, reach the left hand up. Exhale, windmill all the way down. Drop the left knee, straighten out the right leg. Inhale, as you bend the right knee, look up, open the heart. Exhale, send the hips back. 2 more. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, send the hips back. Lubricating the hip. Inhaling. Exhaling. On your next inhale, let's look up 1 more time. And then exhale, straighten out, come above. Straighten out that right leg. Make sure your hips are above the left knee. So we're strong here, strong, engaged. So let's bring the hands to heart center. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the right foot engaged. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, forward. Staying active, working on your balance. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward. Inhale up. 1 more, exhale, forward. Stay here, inhaling. And then as you exhale, hands come either to the ground or under your blocks. I prefer. Right here, we're gonna do cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly button, look up. Exhale, curl. So it's all about curling in the pelvic region. Inhale, drop the belly button, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, curl the pubic bone in, the pelvic rolls back. 1 more, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale, back to that straight spine. Drop or remove the right block. We're gonna point the right toes to the outer edge and walk the hands to the right side. You might have to stop right here. You're gonna feel the stretch in the right leg, the right hamstring, glute area, and pull the left shoulder forward. Send the right hip back. Find that stretch. Let's find 1 more full breath here. You can make this fully engaged if you want. So again, always finding that 80% so we can work on our functional flexibility. On your next exhale, walking your hands back forward. Bending the right knee. This time, heel toeing the foot to the outer edge of the hand. We're coming into what's called baby dragon. So here, let's point the right toes outward, pointing out, and come onto the edge of the foot. And right here, we might bring the right hand to the inner thigh and turn to the right. So we're getting a full hip opening here. Breathing. For 1 more full breath, you feel the left psoas sink down. You feel your right knee shooting forward, opening up your hips. On your next exhale, slowly coming forward. Heel toeing the foot back to the middle. We're bringing that heel on top of your shirt or your towel that you got. I'm gonna go ahead and swing it around here so you guys can get a better view. Right here, our right heel comes onto the ped or whatever you have, pillow, shirt, doesn't matter. And we're gonna bring up. So right here, we're gonna stop right here. This is where we're gonna stop. Send the right foot forward. If you need blocks, pull the blocks to your sides. But we might not need the blocks, but I'm gonna have them here just in case some of you need them. So right here, find the 80%, dig deep. Wherever your 80% is, stop there. Lift up the heart. Find breath here and movement. Bring your hands to the blocks if you need them. Inhale, squeeze the feet together. Exhale, send it apart. Think Kyle Dig right here. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, send the foot out. You can fully open up as if someone has your legs right now. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, squeeze together. Pulling. Exhale, open. One more. Inhale, squeeze. And this time we're going to exhale, open up all the way and stop. Maybe your 80% goes a little bit deeper now. So I'm going to challenge you here. Keep that right foot engaged the whole time. Maybe you can bring your hands to heart center. Yeah. Maybe if this is in your practice, let's inhale, squeeze together. Yes, engage the hips. Exhale, let go. Inhale, squeeze. Talking about functional flexibility. Exhale, let go. We got one more. Inhale, squeeze. And then exhale, let go all the way down. Just enjoying that full relax. Here, we're gonna find everyone's gonna look different here. So me personally, what I like to do, once I'm in my 80% right here, I can bring my forearms down to the blocks and relax here. This might be different for you though. So wherever you're at, finding that perfect spot where you're comfortably uncomfortable, to where you're working your flexibility, you're maintaining the strength and your functionality while you're there, but you're not hurting yourself, you're not forcing anything. Yes, this is hard. Let's find one more full breath here, just letting the hips give out a little bit more maybe. And then slowly coming back up onto your hands if you're not, and we're gonna wrap the right leg all the way around to the right side. So this, you're gonna have to, I'm gonna give you a little side angle view here so you can see everything. This is called frog pose. So keep your hips in between that right foot and this left knee and you're good. So we're gonna open up, let your foot slide. Keep this back left foot parallel, straight back, not really curling in, but back right here. It's almost like we're grabbing that left leg, like you're scissoring. So if you're scissoring away from someone and you got this wide leg, let's find some breaths here, but bring the forearms down to the ground. Yes, and then find your breath. So once you're at that 80%, let's find one breath there. So maybe you can go lower, maybe you gotta pull up a little bit. We're gonna find movement here, either stay here, but if you wanna step it up, let's add some movement. Inhale, squeeze together. Exhale, drop lower. Inhale, squeezing, engaging the groin. Exhale, dropping. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, dropping. Oh, wonderful. Staying here, let's find 4 breaths. Keeping the right foot engaged, seeing if you can drop the groin lower to the ground. Again, staying active, breathing, steady breath, keeping that composure, maintaining that heat, just letting your hips release a little bit more for your last full breath. And slowly on your next inhale, let's come up. Bring the pad all the way back to the front at your own pace. And we're gonna take an exhale, going back into a chaturanga. We're gonna flow into our down dog. Inhale, up dog, open up the heart, shoulders come back. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, left foot up this time. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot down in between the hands. Inhaling up into your lunge. Squeezing your hips together, remember. Exhale, twist. Flip the right hand, inhale, reverse it. Exhale, windmill, all the way down. Drop the right foot, send the hips back. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale, send the hips back. If you need blocks for this, you can use blocks. Inhale, open up. I'll show you what it looks like. Exhale back. Inhale up. We got 2 more. Lubricate those hip joints. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. On this next inhale, bring the hip above the knee. We're going to do those cat-cows again. Bringing your blocks underneath your hands. Whenever you're ready. Inhale, drop the belly button, look up. Exhale, curl. Find the pelvic tilt. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Removing the left block. Just like the last side, pointing the toes out to the outer edges. Feeling the outer left leg stretch. Walking the hands to the left. Stopping where it's comfortable. Sending the right shoulder forward. Finding that space. Sending the left hip back. So you're finding length from the left heel to the left sit bone. Breathing into that hamstring muscle. Remember, functional flexibility. We're active, but we're stretching. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, come back to the center. Bending the right knee, or left knee, heel toeing outward. We're coming into that baby lizard pose. And again, if you need blocks here, you can bring blocks underneath. I should add, you can always use blocks. They're always an option. And whenever you're ready, point the toes outward, come onto the outer edge of the foot, point the knee outward, let the right hip fall down, the psoas open up, the left knee shooting forward. You might turn to the left hand comes to the thigh, looking towards the back of the room for 2 full breaths, just letting your hip release. Finding your last inhale. And then exhale, come back to the front. Getting the foot right back to the center. We're bringing the heel to the pad. So whenever you're ready, bring it to the pad. And I'm gonna turn around to the front for y'all again, just so I can look. Bring the blocks around you, taking your time. It's hard keeping your blocks, so whatever props you're using, just be conscious of it. Find your 80% whenever you're ready. I'm gonna give you guys this angle for this round, just in case you were a little confused on the last round. So right here, when we find our 80%, we sink low, where you're starting to get uncomfortable, but you're still in your comfortable state. You're still within your range of motion. And whenever you're ready, let's inhale, pull in together, and exhale, lower. Yeah, inhale, pull, exhale, lower. Inhale, pull. Exhale, lower. We got 1 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Finding that new 80%. Maybe you remove the blocks. Maybe you put 1 block underneath the left hip. I should have added on the last side. Up to you. Bring the hands at heart center if it's an option. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, lower. Again, think Kyle Dake right here. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lower. Just building strength and functionality in this. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lower. We got 1 last one. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lower. Wonderful. Y'all should have burning hips right now if you're doing this right. If not, replay this video. We're gonna find 3 breaths here, relaxing. Just feeling the openness in the hips for 2 more breaths. Full breaths. On your next exhale, let's wrap around. We're coming into that frog pose. Remember, think when you have your wizard in, when they have your leg in the right leg, our left leg is shooting out. We're opening up our hips. So here, keeping the hips in between the knee and the foot, coming down to that 80%. Once you're there, again, you can use your blocks if you need to. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, lower. Engaging the groin as much as you can. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lower. We got 1 more. Inhale, squeeze in. And exhale, lower. Drop down onto your forearms. Let's relax. Or your blocks. Finding that state where you can find 4 full breaths here. So you should be warm. Your hips should be giving out. We should find a new range of motion right here again, but we're functional. For your last breath, find a little bit more release. And then slowly, whenever you're ready, bring that foot back under you, and we're gonna take one more vinyasa all the way to down dog at your own pace. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Wonderful. Let's walk the feet to the hands. Heel toe the feet mat width apart, and come down to a full yogi squat. If you're just trying to relax, continue watching this video for the next couple of minutes. If you're in a hurry and a rush, go do what you gotta do. But if you're wanting to stay, let's drop onto our butt and find some more relaxation postures, just to give a little bit of yin to our practice. And just hugging your knees to the chest, rocking left and right. We're gonna add last two stretches in for the piriformis muscles, something that keeps our hips tight. So let's bring the right ankle over the left thigh, grab either the left hamstring or the shin, and pull the knee to the chest. So here you can feel that nice pull in that piriformis muscle in the right leg. Again, just breathing into that, finding that happy spot where you can just open up the hips a little bit more. And go ahead and switch at your own pace. Bring the left ankle on top, grabbing the right leg, pulling the knee to the heart again, feeling the stretch in the left leg this time, just breathing. Giving your hips a last little bit of relaxation. And letting go. We're gonna come into happy baby, so reach the hands in between the knees, grab the outer edges of the feet, and pull the knees to the side. So this is a great hip opener before your Savasana. You can rock left and right if you want. You can straighten out your legs if you want. Find any position here that feels good. Adding movement or staying still, just prepping yourself for your Savasana. With one more breath. And then bring your feet down, legs all the way to the ground. Coming into your Savasana, letting your toes fall to the outer edges, your palms facing the ceiling. And just breathing here, giving thanks to your practice, feeling your open hips, allowing you to go into your next wrestling practice and scramble a little bit easier. So just enjoying that and enjoying yourself here with your breath.